Welcome, everybody. Today I will be streaming more of The Devil Haunts Me. I will be playing it on the Unforgiving difficulty, basically the hard mode. I get 2 achievements for doing that, really. Or there's 2 achievements on that difficulty that I want to do. And there's one more aside from that, so I figured I may as well go for it. When you run out of hearts, it's game over. This will be difficult, because I die a lot. And I can only go 3 days without resources. Let's try it. Hello, Kenny Lee. Welcome. I hope you're having a splendid day so far. Which is this gonna cost? 15. Okay. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I am trying to beat this game on Unforgiving. I am doing well so far. Having a good day. I'm excited to be doing an earlier stream. It definitely feels nice to do. Yeah, this is basically hard mode, and I'm gonna try to beat this game on the difficulty. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but I want to say it should be manageable. So this is a free indie survival game on Steam, and I really love the aesthetic that the game has, and I enjoy the gameplay as well. Okay, I think I need one more. I'm hoping I can get to the water down here before my energy runs out. One more should get me a heart. Okay, there it is. Ooh, got it. Got it. So there are survival elements to this game. You need food, water, and wood. They go down every day. On hard mode, you can go 3 days without resources. On normal, you can go up to 5. And you have a limited amount of energy and you have to rest. There we are. You have to rest to get it back. Well, right now, there are... I want to beat this game on this difficulty, because I haven't beaten it on this difficulty before. And there are 2 achievements I can get while doing it. And then there's 1 achievement left. So I figured I may as well try to do all the achievements. So right now the goal is to beat the game on Unforgiving difficulty. and then to grab the last achievement. I might do the last achievement on normal difficulty, because it's just survived for 20 days. But that's what I'm hoping to do. Yeah, I enjoy the gameplay in this. Yeah, it's pretty simple, but it can be challenging. As the days go on, it does get harder. So something happens on day 5, and every 5 days, things get a bit more challenging. Right now I have no more energy, so I can't get any more wood, I can't get any more water, and I can't get any more food. Every day uses up... Well, actually, this might change on Unforgiving mode, I don't know. But, every day would use up 5 wood, 4 meat, and 2 water. So on this next round, I'm gonna need to get 4 food back, and some wood. I can get it from the deer. Okay, here's another plant. So if you water the plants twice, you'll get an extra heart, and you could have up to 5 hearts. So I should probably do that too. Thank you. It's definitely gonna be a little bit challenging. Because another thing on Unforgiving is it's game over if you lose those hearts. On normal difficulty, you'll reset with just less, you'll respawn and you'll have less resources. But that's not the case on this one. I think I've done everything I can do. There's one more item I can grab, and then I will rest. And then we'll be on day 2. Yeah, once you get all 5 hearts, you unlock a weapon that'll help a lot. Hey Yahuko, welcome! I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day or night. Glad to see you. Gotta grab this item here. It helps with something later, although I don't know. Ah, thank you so much for the kind words. You guys definitely helped me with that too. With getting the audio to sound right. Or to be more specific, getting my mic to sound good. Let's rest. Okay, does it take the same amount of resources or more? Okay, I definitely need... I need to make sure I have 5 wood so that I don't start losing resources. Now I need to get the food. Yeah, that too. I still wouldn't say that I'm particularly great at it, but as I continue, I think I will get better. Let's see. I want to say that there'll be another larger deer up here. It is. It's not super long, but it's a free game on Steam. Um, I really like the aesthetic, and there are like survival elements to it. Um, yeah, basically, you have set energy for the day, and you'll have to rest and advance it to the next state to get your energy back. But every day it costs you resources. And there are limited resources to an extent. But yeah, as the days go on, things do get harder. Do I get more wood? I think I don't get more wood. I think I might need to get the water. Once day 5 comes around, that's when I would say it starts getting difficult. So on Unforgiving difficulty, which is the difficulty I'm playing on, once your hearts are gone, it's game over. So I think I'll have to restart if I die. Normally on normal mode, you'll just respawn. No worries. I hope you enjoy your meal. If I water that one more time, I'll get an extra heart. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Once I get 5 hearts, I get access to a weapon that will help me immensely. So I'm trying to get this done as fast as I can. But yeah, there's a threat that will be coming soon. I have 5 more energy, I should just use this. It would just go to waste otherwise. Yeah. There's actually an achievement for going to day 20. Surviving to day 20, I should say. But I haven't gotten that one yet. So my goal for this stream is to beat it on hard mode. Because I've beaten this game twice on normal mode. And then probably to get the last achievement. So my energy's gone, and there's nothing else for me to do, so I must advance. And you could only go, on normal mode you could do it for 5 days, but on hard mode, you can only survive up to 3 days without resources. I forget how many I need to build the bridge. Hopefully 15? Uh-oh. So that sound is not a good sound. For me, it's pretty early. I don't think I've ever mentioned what time zone I'm in, but I'm in the US, so it's between 7 and 10 a.m. for me right now. I don't think there's anything upgraded here for me. I don't usually stream this early, or at least I haven't in recent time, but that's why I wanted to do an earlier stream. I need food, so I'm gonna go up here. This upper area has a lot of animals. I'm just hoping I don't run out of energy before I can get them. I'm out of energy. Okay. So now there's nothing I can do except rest. However, there are these little orbs that give you greater max energy. So I want to walk around and pick them all up before I rest. That way when I reset my energy bar, it'll go higher. So this is what I get for if I get all the plants and get all 5 hearts. Ah, I see. Well, hopefully... hopefully this will be something that, will cure any boredom that might be setting in. Because I know there's a few people who, watch during work, because work just ends up being very uneventful. But I hope, I hope work goes well for you today. I hope there are no issues. Everything goes smoothly. Yeah. A boring day is much better than a bad day. Oh, there's the better axe. How much wood? I need 30 wood for this. I think this is where the last plant is, across that bridge. But I am in need of food and water still. I think I've gotten everything I can get so far. Oh, it is? Oh, it is. Huh. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't know that was on there. Oh no. Does it... I'm watching it back to see. I think it looks better now. Sadly, the wobble is a factor, but I do think the stream is lagging a little bit. I, being a pro streamer, know exactly... I don't have any idea what to do. Sadly, I don't have the best computer. So I'm limited to how, well I can run things. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I can do to improve that. But that is why I put low quality in the title, as unfortunate as it is. But I could take another look at my settings. See if I could figure anything out. Okay, what do I do now? I am completely out of food and water. So there's a little sound that's playing, and that means something is close by. You might have just caught a glimpse of it. But it's day 4. I think 2000. Maybe I could try putting it higher or lower. I forget which one is supposed to be better. Yeah, I spent, there was a game I was thinking about streaming, and I was able to run the game, but I wasn't able to stream it, and I spent hours messing with settings trying to get it to work. So it's possible, I wasn't able to in the end, but it's possible. There are a few settings I need to mess with a little still. I have it set for 20 FPS usually, because that's what I'm able to hit while streaming. But yeah, I'll definitely try putting it higher then. I need a lot of wood. Ah, I missed. Okay. That's all the food and water I need. I need to get the axe and chop as much wood as I can. And then build the bridge to the right. I get 2 wood per tree, costs 5 energy per swing. I think it's 2 swings per tree. I don't think I can get enough to build the bridge. I'll get as much as I'm able to. I'm wondering if maybe I should get extra food and water too. I probably should. That way I don't have to next cycle or next day. I could just focus on the wood. So I'm very much going to need to. It's day 5 is when things start to become challenging. One moment, I will chat. Okay, let's get the water. Oh yeah, East 9 is a pretty resource-intensive game, I believe. Man, I can't imagine how many issues I would have trying to get it to run. I love how the reflection in the water is bigger, and if I zoom out, it gets super big. Yeah, I could try it at 2,500, or even just moving it up a little bit. I definitely don't want the stream to lag, but... Okay, this is when things get hard. Which makes it harder to stream. Ah, alright. Good luck. Now the challenge begins. I have no idea if this is going to be even harder on Unforgiving mode. But that red guy we saw a ghost of flying around, he can now show up and be a bit unpleasant. We need 30 wood. There are a lot of trees here. So I'm really hoping I can get all that I need. I think we're gonna be close. Uh-oh. Oh, he's here. Uh-oh. So he can shoot fireballs at me. I could try to use the trees for cover, and thankfully, he can actually shoot down the trees, so I can get wood this way. Thank you for the encouragement. I'll be doing my best. Okay, I need him to not catch me. He'll be flying around. Yeah, it's very risky, but you can use him to get the trees. The problem is I'm not very excellent at dodging the fire. So it's very risky for me. But I really just need to get across here. I think top right is and this right here just shows me if I get the sword I can beat the guy. There's a bucket. Okay, the plant is up there. So this is what I've been most scared of, but I think I'll be okay now. What I'm most scared of is getting to the sword first, because I needed a lot of wood, And I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to it before the red guy starts coming after me. And since it's game over once all your hearts are gone, I'm very nervous. Once I get the sword... Uh-oh. I could hear him. Once I get the sword, I think I might be home free. Because you can use the sword even without energy. And the sword you can use to cut down trees. When you rest. When you start a new day. Uh-oh. So, I don't think I've done on any of my playthroughs, I don't think. Oh man, I lost all the water. Well, actually, maybe I get it. I want to get the heart this go around, but I need the energy. I don't think I get it out of the well, can I? I can! Yes! So, now I'm out of water to survive on, but... Actually, I could get more. So that's all 5 hearts, so I can get the sword now. And with the sword, I can kill the red guy, and I can have a weapon I can use that doesn't use up energy. And I'm out of it. I can't get any more water. So I'm safe within these circles. Okay, let's see if I can go get the sword. I hope he doesn't find me before I get there. Okay, he's up there. I saw his shadow right at the top of the screen. I could hear him. Okay, there's a sword. There's a safety circle. Okay. So he's not dead, but he is gone now. Alright. So yeah, I could use it without energy, and it can cut down trees. So now I basically have infinite wood. Those deer can charge at you, and you can get hurt from them. So he will come back, but I can fight him off now. So now to beat the game, what do I need? Definitely need 30 wood, so let's go do that. The sword is drying. He's coming back. Or at least I can hear him. A lot of wood here. So I'll need to get more water on the next day. I'll need a little bit more food. So that's an upgraded gun. Oh, this may seem a little strange. There is a face on this tree. And what happens when you cut down a normal tree? You get wood. When you cut down one of these, you do not get wood. So our food crisis is solved. The meat tree, yeah. So that's lovely. He's back. Uh-oh. I got hit. It's okay, I have to rest soon. I should get my hearts back. I mean, I may as well take this opportunity. I'm so happy you could use the sword without any energy cost. So day 20. I guess 15 now. I would need 80 food. It might be. I just don't think I need it. Like, I think at this point I'm pretty near the end of the game. It definitely is. I definitely should if I'm going for day 20. But I don't know if I should go for day 20 on the hard difficulty. So to progress here, I can either use a bunch of wood to get a fire axe somewhere in the southeast. Or I can wait for my good friend Mr. Red Guy and he will help me deal with the ice. Does it replenish? You mean the trees? The trees do not come back. So what I'm thinking is I need to cut down. Well, let me see. 20 days. I use up 5 wood, so I need 100. Wait, 20. I need 100 wood, I think. I need 80 food. I could go for it. You know what? The thing is, I'm gonna need to do it on normal. Because once I beat the boss, the game ends. I don't know where the fire dude is. He should be chasing me. Oh, that's right. If I pick up any other items like a gun or the axe, the sword goes all the way back to the west. Oh, he's here. Hello, friend. Hey, this guy's gonna help me. I'm gonna bait him into shooting fireballs at the ice. This is a really long bridge. I can't dodge. He's gonna help me get an item I need. That is over here. It's so risky because I'm gonna get hit from him. Okay, it's right over here. The key. Okay, now I want to kill this guy. Because the sword's going bye-bye if I pick that key up. Not permanently, but I'll need to walk all the way back to get it. Okay, he's gone. Okay, I'm gonna need to run. It's such a good sword. Unless I survive until day 20 and then try to fight the boss. But I feel like I die at day 20, because every 5 days he gets harder. So on day 10 he's going to be harder than he is now. He's going to start shooting 2 fireballs, and then I'm not going to be able to dodge it anymore. I mean, you probably can dodge it if you're good, but I am not good. This is probably a waste. So I'm just going to focus on beating the game on this difficulty, and then I'll go for the 20 days with the day 20 thing. It's to the left over here. Excuse me. It was. I think all of these places are floating islands. One thing I like about this game is that just its whole aesthetic is just really ominous, I guess. Creepy. Like the beak trees, which are never explained, they just are. Now I need to go get the sword again. Or maybe I don't need the sword. I don't need the sword, actually. I need to rest and then get some water. I haven't played Don't Starve, actually. Although the name definitely sounds familiar. Oh, he's back, and I don't have a weapon to defend myself. Hi. I'm resting. Okay, day 6. I see. I absolutely need water. Because I think I can only survive 3 days without resources. I don't know if that's supposed to be all resources. Like, I don't know if, like, if I have 0 meat and 0 water this whole time, I'm totally fine. Or if it's any resource. I'm gonna assume that's any resource, though. I don't think I'm actually gonna have to rest again. So I don't think I need the water. Oh, he came right for me. Oh. Maybe because he was just sent away recently. Maybe he can't get me so quickly. Just to be on the safe side, I'm getting the water. Just so I don't die. I know, right? The sword can just do everything. Okay, now I gotta get the sword, and then I'll go into the mansion up there and fight the boss. So there are 2 achievements you get for doing this difficulty. One is for killing the boss in the mansion, and you beat the game. And the other is killing the fire guy, the red guy. However, I don't know if you can actually kill him, or if it's like just shooing him away. So I'm actually gonna check real quick to see if I got, if I got the achievement. One moment, please. I'll be right back. 1 second, please. So it's not saying that I have it. So I wonder if I have to like fight him multiple times for him to die. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe that is what I need to do. Like maybe I'm just chasing him away and dealing damage. Oh, he hit me. But now I'm thinking, what if killing him ends the game? So if I don't have the achievement for it, that means I probably didn't kill it. I'm probably just scaring it away. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. There's no way for me to save my progress, so if the game just ends after I kill him, I'm gonna have to do this again. If I can kill him and the game doesn't end, then I will fight him until he's gone. And then I'll fight this boss. But if I have to pick and choose to do 2 playthroughs, I definitely want to do this one first. Ah, I'm not checking if the game just ends. I think the game does end if you kill the guy. Which means sadly I'm gonna have to do this twice. But I'm gonna do this guy first. Because this takes the longest. Like, as soon as I get the sword, I can kill him, probably. The red monster. Oops, I walked into a wall. The only problem with this is the sword's gone now. So I need to go get the sword again. That's the one thing I wish didn't happen. You have to get this key to open this locked door. But in doing so, the sword resets. I wish this sword just respawned next to the beds. Okay, I'll grab the sword, come back, and then I'll fight the boss. Oh, by the way, you've been playing the Trails games, right? Kenny? And he's coming. Hi, fire guy. Safe. And sword acquired. And we're on our way. When I sleep in the bed, I should still have the weapon. So the sword should still be mine. Let's do this. Should be a bed right next to it. And again, I should still have the sword. I shouldn't lose it. When I remember. I lost it. Okay. I thought you kept your items. At least it's not a long walk. I needed a rest to get my hearts back. At this point, if I lose a heart, I'll just fight the boss even without it. Aw, man. Fire guy, don't do this to me. He hit me, and I've lost my heart already. He shot immediately upon showing up. So that was a total waste of time. Well, now we know. He came back, but he doesn't seem interested. Alright, let's just fight the guy and hope we don't die. I don't know if he's going to be harder on this difficulty. Watch me need all 5 hearts. I'm going to guess that nothing is actually more difficult, stat-wise or anything. Just the game over when your hearts run out is probably it. Oh, this so... The sword spawns there. That's good at least. Day 8. This is the day. I take back my complaint. The sword is where it needs to be. Let's do this. Oh, it was a close one. Oh, I got hit. I didn't need to get hit. Oh, I got hit again. It'd be so funny if I accidentally walked into the axe. And just, well, I guess I could just pick up the sword again. I did it. It wasn't as brutal as I was fearing it would be. Which is good. So I got the achievement for killing him. Don't think I could skip this. I'll just wait for it to go by. Be alright, so, let's see. I'll play it again on the Unforgiving difficulty. I'll get this sword. What will I need to do it though? There's 15, 2 bridges that cost 15. I'll need both. There's the bridge that costs 30. Can I get enough wood? I think I might just barely be able to get enough wood on day 1. I mean, I guess that means I don't have enough because my energy's gonna drain. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, no, it takes 3. So this 15. Let's go down and do this now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't get enough wood to do it. This is 2 plants done already. I'll need 45 wood. Two more water trips. I think that's it. There's one. wonder if I should get... See how much energy I'm gonna have after I do this. I should have enough. I get a little more wood, but does that help me? Okay, I think I'm out now of energy. Can't get anything more. uh, oh, thank you. Oh no, the tab froze. Yeah, I'm sorry. I only went away for like a couple minutes, like 2 minutes. But thank you. Welcome back as well. Yeah, I was just checking to see if I got the achievement for killing the red guy. I did not, which means I didn't kill him. I only he only flew away from me attacking him. And so I was thinking about whether I should try to kill him and then fight the boss. But I believe if you kill him, that's also another ending. So I beat the boss and finished the Unforgiving difficulty. But now I'm starting it up again so I can kill the red guy this time. Which I should be able to do. So that's where I am right now. I finished beating that one boss, and now I started up another match. I started up another game. Another round of the game. So I'm pretty sure I just need to get the sword again and get to day 5. And then I'm pretty sure I just need to kill the red guy enough times. Which should be easy. I say that now. I think it should be easy. Getting as much energy as I can. The little green orbs raise my maximum energy. Feel like I'm missing one more. Yeah, okay, here it is. Alright, now I rest up and start day 2. I think it was the mask. If I get the 5 energy, I can get a mask that's over there, an orange mask. And that's used to get a special item. later. But I won't need it. So I'm probably not going to grab it this time. Yeah, I think that's the only way to change your appearance. I love how the color sticks out though. Because everything else is all black and white. On the actual screen. Ooh, just barely. I barely had enough. So this is the big area. I wonder what a speedrun for this game would be like. That's been in the back of my head this whole time. Like, how would you plan out what you're gonna do? Okay, what do I have left? I need 30 wood to build the bridge to go to the Eastern Island. The Eastern Island is where the last plant is. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm very low on resources. How long have I been without the wood? Well, it's day 2, so it couldn't have been much. Yeah, this costs 30. So I need food and water. Pretty sure I used up all my wood on day 1. Which means this is day 2 without the wood resources. I am completely out of resources. Let's think tactically here. Okay, I kill the animals. That will get me the meat. I need just enough to... I need just enough to survive at least one more day, so that That should reset my countdown, right? So I'm assuming it's 3 days in a row. And not like 3 days in total. That I can go without the resources. So after this, I get as much wood as I possibly can. I won't be able to get it all, but I can rest. And then hopefully get the rest on day 4. Excuse me. Apologies. Alright, we're at 20. So sleep. I think we can do it. I think we can do this. Just need 30 wood. The guy's flying around now, but he doesn't attack until the next day. I just need to have enough energy to use the water. One more. Okay. We built a bridge. I think we've done it. Just to be on the safe side, let's get enough of whatever I can to make sure I don't run out of resources. The last plant should be right over here. Please. Yes. I don't know if there's any more water like around here. Might as well check. There is not. We get that gun. I don't think it really will help me. It's a long trek just to get this water. You know what, I shouldn't have cut down the trees to get the 5 wood, to be safe. I could do that after I get the sword. For free. There we have it. We can now get the sword. So what am I gonna do now? I'm going to get 1 more water. I don't think I need it, but I just want to be on the safe side. And then I'll get the sword and get whatever food I need left. Well, I guess I'll get the gun. Ugh. Yeah, thank you. I definitely needed the stretch. And let me mute while I drink. Thank you. You're right. Gotta stay hydrated. So far, this has been going well. There we have it. I wonder if I have enough energy to get the remaining food. Aw, I just ran out of energy. Alright, we'll grab the sword. We'll kill 1 meat tree, and then we'll go to bed. And then I think we need to grab the sword again on day 5. But that's when we'll kill the guy. I again don't think I need the resources. I think it's just 3 days in a row without resources you die. Or 3 days without a particular resource. But I don't want to risk it. And I can get it for free. So I'm gonna do it. Only takes a few seconds to walk over here and walk back. Sword of Destiny. I was hoping maybe I could hit the animal. Welcome, Iron! I hope you're having a good, good morning, day-ish. Hope you're doing well. Just woke up? Well, good morning to you. How's the game treating you? It's going well. So I beat one of the bosses I needed to on the difficulty, and now I'm going to try to beat the second. And then after that, I'm going to go back to normal mode and get to day 20. And that'll be the last achievement I need. Yeah, it feels nice to be doing it early an earlier stream. I definitely want to try to have a balance of the two. A later stream and an earlier stream. Depending on the day. Okay, nap time. Now I'm just returning to the bed to get to day 5, which is when the spooky guy starts bringing the heat. All my resources, all gone. Okay, just gotta make it to the sword and beat the guy. Yeah, exactly. Because doing it later, it feels like, well, there's not really much time for anything else once you're done. During the earlier streams, yeah. Still have the whole rest of the day. Yeah, I know there are people who are more free in the earlier hours too, compared to the later ones. So I think having a balance between when I stream would be best. If I wake up on time. Yeah, it's gonna happen to me one of these times. I'm gonna set a time, and I'm like not gonna have my alarm or something, and I'm just gonna forget. Like I'm just gonna totally forget. Without saying a word on Discord or anything, it'll just be completely gone. I'll set a time and be like, uh-oh. I'm dreading. I'm dreading for when that happens. L. Okay, where's the big guy? I need to sneeze. Okay, I think I'm good. Sleep is more important. Oh no, happened with work. Thank you. He's here. Okay. I don't think he's dead. I think I scared him off. So I need him to come back. Come back! Might as well build bridges. I think he went over here. But yeah, I think the tab was frozen when I asked you, when I tried to ask you before, Kenny, but you've been playing through the Trail series, right? Or you have played through it? I'm missing. Welcome, Benone. It's going well. So far, I'm making good progress like I wanted to. Trying to, fight this bad guy who's hanging around. I gotta wait for him to show back up. But yeah, I hope you're having a good morning. Played a few, can't remember the story too well. I see. Well, currently, there is a sort of spin-off anime airing um, in the Trail series. It takes place between Cold Steel 2 and Cold Steel 3. And then covers a bunch of stuff that happened in between those games. And it was recently announced that the voice actors will be returning for any characters from the games. So that made me very excited, because the voice acting is so good in the Cold Steel games. I don't know where this guy went. He went somewhere. Unless I have to come back on like day 6, like I have to keep going, like trying every day. Oh, nope, he's back. Hello. Where's he going? To the left. It's going left. We are the monster now. Come and get it. Where did you go? My guy is ready. He's prepared. He's trained his whole life for this. Where did you go? So he runs away after I hit him a few times, but I think he dies. I think he'll die after enough hits. Yeah, I've seen people say that they think that Falcom games don't really look good. And I never really agreed with that. I think their games look really nice. Like, they don't look like a AAA game, of course, but I don't know, I think their games look good. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt. He's here. I guess he hasn't, like, reset yet. Or maybe it's been it hasn't been long enough since his last attack. He's scared of me. He's scared of me. Me and my sword. Too strong. Wow, I hit that tree from a mile away. Well, he's around. I guess I just wait for him. I worry if I go to the next day, it'll just reset his health. He clearly attacked me again earlier, so he shouldn't be opposed to attacking me again this day. Yeah, there we go. I haven't been hit yet, which is nice. Ah, still not enough. I guess it'll be a while before he can attack me again. So I guess I'll just wait here. Or I could go for the meat trees. I have not been hit yet, and I've been dealing with him. I want to say this next time will probably be it. But that's just a guess on my part. No hit run! Let's go! But yeah, I've been looking forward to the Cold Steel anime. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, because it's not made by Falcom. So I felt like it could go either way. It could be like really bad, could be mediocre, could be really average, or it could be really good. It's obviously a low budget anime, you know, visually and stuff. And some of the character designs I don't love. They definitely don't really feel like, you know, like a Falcom designed character. It's only for some of them, though. But yeah, the first episode was pretty okay. The second episode, however, was pretty good. And it made me excited to keep watching. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't, like, decrease in quality. So far, it's gone up in terms of, second episode being better than the first. But then also hearing that the same English voice actors, and not just that. What? Is it time? I'll finish that thought in a minute. It'll either be this time or one more. Come on. Oh, okay. That was 4, so I'm guessing the 5th time will be the one. But yeah, some members of the localization team are also involved in the dubbing process. Hatsu, in particular, she's been involved with most of the Trails games localizations, and when she's been in charge of the dubbing process, is when the voice acting has been at its best, in my opinion. And she's involved, at least somewhat, with the dubbing process for the anime. And she's involved much more heavily with Reverie as well than she was in close to 3 and 4, I think. So that makes me happy. Like that just makes me more excited. Because I don't usually watch shows twice to watch them dubbed. Um, but I'm definitely going to be doing that for this anime. And I believe it's every Friday we get a dubbed episode. Which is also when new episodes come out, so... The dub will be just 2 episodes behind. Which is apparently not very common. Apparently that's pretty fast. Not that I mind waiting too much. 'Cause I don't really mind. If it takes a while, it takes a while. As long as it's high quality. But yeah, like that made me excited for the dub because I wasn't sure if any of the voice actors would be returning even for any returning characters. So after really liking the second episode and hearing that and then seeing that news about the dub, it makes me very excited. So now this Friday, I'm excited for a new episode and to rewatch the first episode. They made the correct decision to do an original story and universe rather than actually adapt one of the games. Works better for game adaptations 99% of the time. I fully agree, especially because to do a Trails anime right would require many, many episodes. And I feel like the Trails series and Falcom aren't really big enough to facilitate something like that. Because I think it's 12 episodes. I don't know for sure, but I think this anime is 12 episodes. And that feels about right. Like a chance to tell a story within the world, and it covers events that were mentioned but we didn't get to see because it was off screen. It's a perfect concept, in my opinion. Yeah, I am really excited. Man, see, that just makes me so much more excited. Here we go. This has got to be it, right? I'm missing constantly. No, he ran away again. Ah, it is what it is. He will die soon enough. At this point, like if I kill him and the game doesn't end, I might just do the day 20 achievement. I don't know if I have enough meat for it though. But I see 2 to 5 weeks. So man, getting in 2 weeks really is... Man, see, that makes me so excited. And then hearing the characters in-game in the anime. I have high expectations. Mining away. Guy will come back eventually. They probably know there's a lot of people who will want to watch it dub. Yeah, because the Cold Steel's dub is pretty highly praised. Like so many people were excited. I was looking at like reactions to the news, and there was so much excitement for it. Because the Japanese voice acting is apparently also really great. There's apparently a lot of big names in it too. Well, in the Cold Steel games, I don't know as much about the anime. Yeah, generally, I think the English voice acting is considered better, even. Which is not something you see often. but I think the general consensus is that. I mean, I would say it's definitely better, for sure, at least, with Cold Steel 1 and 2, because the PS4 and PC versions of Cold Steel 1 and 2 just flat out have more voice acting as well. The original games had around 10,000 voice lines, and then for those ports, 50% extra voice lines were recorded to bring it up to around 15,000. So those versions just straight up have more voice acting. But yeah, the main character in particular, Reen. Oh no. No. I'm stuck. I was that's a soft lock. Oh no. That was nearly the worst thing in the universe. Still not dead. Maybe it just takes longer in hard mode. Yeah, I think he should die eventually. Is Nier Automata. Episode 1 was a straight adaptation of the prologue, but you thought it was pretty bad. And then 90% was new content and it was great? Huh. So I don't know, like I mentioned before, I haven't really played through much of it, that series yet. But I am aware of, I guess that, there's like different routes, I guess you could say, where things are different in playthroughs, later playthroughs. I guess I don't want to say too much because I don't know how much would even be considered a spoiler. But yeah, I can imagine Nier. I'll put it this way: I can imagine Nier as a series that could definitely add new content and make it work within the narrative. But yeah, for anime adaptations, I would absolutely love to see like the games adapted into an anime. That's just a straight faithful adaptation. But for something like Trails, that would require so many episodes. Like so many. And I definitely wouldn't want them to start with Cold Steel. I'd want them to start with Trails in the Sky. So sadly, I don't think I'll ever get that, like a full anime adaptation of the whole series. But it's a dream. Maybe someday. So far, they made the right choice with the route stuff. Well, that's definitely good news. Something to look forward to down the line, whenever I like delve into that series. Yeah, it's always good to hear that something new comes out or something new in a franchise comes out and it's really good. Or going in a good direction. So I'm happy to hear that. This boss guy has taken forever to die. I think I just need to hit him enough. I think I'm doing things correctly. I'm guessing he just takes a while to die. Right, I don't have the achievement, right? Let me just double check. Give me 1 second, I'm checking. Yeah, it says I haven't done it yet. So I guess I'll just keep doing this. I think this is just what I need to do. I need to hit the guy enough times. Maybe because this is on hard mode, it just takes longer. That's gonna be my assumption. So I guess with my trusty sword, I will cut down an entire forest as I wait. Because I have nothing else to do. Again, if killing this guy doesn't end the game, like if I can keep playing after killing this guy, I'll go for the day 20 probably. Because that's the last achievement I'll need after killing this guy in hard mode. Excuse me. He'll show up eventually. I think the East series would lend itself to an anime pretty well. Like, especially East 8, just because it's one of the more standalone ones. Oh wow, he came back really fast. Great news. And he's gone again. Just because it's one of the more popular ones, one of the best ones. And, yeah, one of the most standalone. It's also a bit more story heavy. I feel like East 8 would be a good idea for an anime. I should try to avoid slipping between objects. I'm gonna get soft locked and stuck again. Hello, women and friends. Not here for you today. I'm not sure when I'll get to the Nier series. Or I guess the Yoko Taro universe, or whatever it would be called. What will I tackle next as the next long game that isn't a replay? See, I have Persona 5, but now with 3 and 4 coming out... See, that's the problem. Like, I'll get a popular game, like, on sale. Or, like, a game I'm excited for. That's, like, new and supposed to be good and part of a series. And I'll get it at a decent price, and I'll be like, alright, I'll put it on the backlog and I'll get to it. And then other entries in that series start coming out, and then it's like, well... now I want to get those. I think right now I'm stuck between 2 series. Yakuza with 0 through 6 and Utarare Rumono with 1, 2, and 3. And then there's the Monochrome Mobius, I think it's called. I don't know how that factors into things though. how relevant that is or important story-wise. Or even like how it plays. Persona 3, that's the Persona game I am most excited for. Although I heard a rumor, and there's no like source for this. I randomly read somebody commenting that the rumor exists, that they're making a Persona 3 remake as well. But also that it's not going to be a definitive version. Which makes me actually believe that rumor more. Because we can't have nice things. Oh, the no-hit damage is over. He's still alive, man. Yeah, I would like a definitive version of Persona 3 just because it seems like there's a bunch of different versions with different content in them. So, like, both of them have, like, their own new exclusive content while also, like, missing some of the content from the other versions. Yeah, see, for me, I wish that remakes, like definitive versions, I always want remakes to be the definitive version. Like, versions that can basically replace the original and be like the best version. But, that doesn't happen too often. But, like, even with, like, some of the other Personas, I heard, like, they changed and removed things. Like Persona 4 and Persona 5, I think Golden and Royal like might have removed stuff, but like changed stuff in a way that wasn't the same anymore. Like, I'm all for additional content. Like if they want to add extra story and stuff, but that's why I'm probably going to play the original version of Persona 5 first. Just because I already own it. And it'll give more time for Royal to go down and be even cheaper over time. But also because I want to see for myself. You might like Yakuza. Play the spin-off Judgment games, and those were really good. I'm excited for Judgment. Because I've heard that both Judgment games were like excellent and had like great stories. And then Yakuza 7 and presumably 8 have turn-based combat, which makes me really excited as well. For Yakuza 0 through 6, I don't really love the combat system, because again, it's like an action, fighting, beat-em-up type game, combat-wise. That's not really my style. However, the story and like presentation and everything was enjoyable. So I'm excited for that. But I just know, I know it's eventually going to happen with Persona. Eventually, it's going to happen that they're going to remake the older games, or at least remaster them. So the longer I wait, I will eventually be able to play through 1 through 5 just in order. As silly as it sounds. Because like with Yakuza 0, I was like, okay, I got Yakuza 0 pretty cheap. It's a good starting point. And then they remade 1, and then they remade 2. Then they remastered 3, 4, and 5. And I was like, okay, I'll wait for the whole series. And then it's like I got Nier, I started playing Nier. And then it's like, now we're remaking, remastering the original. So now it's like, well, now I want to play game 1 first, so I can like maybe try and like follow along with any lore. Waits 30 more years. One day there will be a Final Fantasy collection that contains every Final Fantasy game ever made. 40 years from now. So if I just wait for that. Yeah, I don't know. They're re-releasing Persona 3 and 4, so I assume at some point they'll release the older ones too. I think they had like a poll or a survey or something. I think like you could ask for stuff like Persona 1 and 2 remakes or something. I know there are two versions of Persona 2 as well that are basically completely different games. It's like two separate stories in one. Thankfully, I've played every mainline Final Fantasy, except 11 and 14. And I've beaten them all as well, aside from 12 and 13. Those are the only ones I haven't beaten. I haven't either. I haven't played any of the Persona games. I've heard about them, and I have sadly been spoiled on stuff about Persona 5 in particular. But, I'm still excited. Because they're supposed to be, like, really great games. And I'm a fan of turn-based combat, so... I really want to, like, get into that. But I have a lot of trail stuff I want to tackle this year. So I basically decided I didn't want to tackle any long series or any big games. I'll read that in just one second, Iron. Yeah, I kind of decided I didn't want to tackle any long series or big games in my backlog for this year. Because there are like three... There are just so many Trails and Falcom games that have come out within a short period. Plus, I've been putting off replaying the series for like a couple years, so... That's what I want to focus on for this year. And then, like, maybe if I get through all of the games quickly enough, I'll put something else on the plate. Which I assume is just going to be Yakuza or Utarare Ramono. Because I have, regardless of the Judgment or later Yakuza games, and regardless of Monochrome Mobius, from what I understand, the main story, or at least of that part, is like 0 through 6 and 1, 2, and 3. So I can experience the whole main story and then worry about the other stuff later. Yeah, there's two versions of Persona 3. FES, PS2 emulator. It's the OG Persona 3, with some nice changes in the adaptation of a 20 to 30, I assume that's hour, post-game segment called The Answer. Then this Portable, which is a PSP originally, but as of today, it's on literally everything. They have the female protagonist, but the downsides are no answer, and instead of walking around in the levels, everything outside of the dungeons are visual novel segments. And yeah, I heard about the controllable party. And while you can manually control your party in Portable, the game's not rebalanced for it, so the game's just way easier. No. It's definitely not too much. I love reading about it. Yeah. I mean, I love controlling party. Yeah, ideally it would be balanced. They'd rebalance it. Like, ideally they would include both. And just have it be balanced for it. Oh, will this be the one? Will he finally die? Please. I'm not missing anything, am I? Am I supposed to, like, hit the fireballs back at him? At this point, I'm about ready to look it up. I just assumed it would take longer. You love Persona 4 and 5? Persona 3s are the specialty. Very passionate about it. I love that. I still, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Because just from looking at it, I could tell just from looking at it that it would probably fit my taste the most. At this point, I just need to check to see how to beat the guy. Reflect 4 fireballs. Do not strike directly, otherwise he will fly away, and you'll have to wait another day. Well, I don't need to wait another day, but... Okay, so I do need to deflect the fireballs. Oh, and for 4 and 5, 100% play the golden royal versions. They only additive and take nothing away. Huh. Yeah, I've definitely heard that they're the better versions, and that they have a lot of new content and improvements. But I thought I heard that both versions like cut like some scenes, like some character scenes and like side quests. Cause I know there's like a bonding system in those games or something like that. But yeah, I definitely do want to experience those versions of the game. I don't even know if I can experience other versions of them outside of Persona 5. But again, I already own Persona 5, the original. I got it for pretty cheap. So, I'll probably play that version, and then I'll replay the Royal version. But I mean, I haven't decided yet. Welcome, Be Forgotten. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hopefully work, or I don't know if you started work yet. Hopefully work is not being rough today. Oh, I see. Okay, let's see. Can we beat this guy finally? Oh, I got him once. That's twice. I missed. Three times? Did I have to do it 4? Well, that was 4, I think. Oh. He has been defeated. And yeah, it does end the game. Ah. Nap time. Thank you. That took a while. We're over the 2-hour mark, but I'm still gonna go for the 20-day thing. Because it's the last thing I need to do. The last achievement is just survive for 20 days. Yeah, it seems like you guys have been having a lot of bad luck with stuff like that and like cars. So probably better to be on the safe side. It's a really great year to start. Yeah, so there are basically 2 bosses in this game, and there were achievements for beating them both on the hardest difficulty, on the hard mode. So that's what I set out to do. But I'm only missing one more achievement, which is survive until like day 20. So I'm just gonna go for the last achievement too, but I'll do it on normal mode. Thank you. It's a fun game. I really like it. I like the aesthetic. It's pretty short. I like the gameplay as well. But it's also a free game on Steam, so You can't really go wrong with it. My mouse, get off the screen. I don't know why it's showing my mouse. Wait, it said, wait a minute. Continue day 5. I see. But everything's at 0, but I still cut everything down. You know what? No. I will retry. I'll retry from the beginning. All the wood and everything's gone, I think. Okay, forgiving difficulty. Thank you. And thank you for the lurk. Xanadu is really great. So far, I've loved both Xanadu games. Xanadu Next and Tokyo Xanadu. Yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you for dropping by. Alright, let's see. What am I going to do first? Definitely think I should go down south first. There are a few Xanadu games. There's Dragon Slayer 2 Xanadu that released in 1985. There's Fuzz Xanadu, which was a... I got more than I needed. I should just restart. Fuzz Xanadu, that was made by like a third party, contracted out to, I believe. I don't know too much about it. Like, I don't remember when it released. There's Xanadu Next, which was 2005, and there was Tokyo Xanadu, that was 2015. And I'm guessing we'll get a Tokyo Xanadu sequel in 2025. You know what, let me just check, let me just pull it up. Falcom Games. Because I believe they released a Xanadu game every 10 years. But I don't remember what released in 1995. Oh, they all stand alone? I think so. Xanadu Next is standalone. I don't think it's connected to anything else. Tokyo Xanadu is definitely standalone. The original Xanadu had like a second scenario, like a scenario 2. You can't wait for the Hogwarts game? Yeah, I'm not too into Harry Potter myself, so I don't really know much about the game. I don't need to... Well, I do need it, actually. But I know it's pretty popular, and like a lot of people really love that like world. So hopefully it's good and a lot of people will be able to enjoy it. I need water to grow the plant. Super into Harry Potter, but not as much anymore. Yeah, it feels like the type of series that people would probably get less interested in time. Like, again, I don't know too much about it. I think I've watched like the first couple movies, but that was a while ago, and I didn't like super love them. I've never read the books. But yeah, I don't feel like I hear as much about the series in the same way that you would hear about like Lord of the Rings or something. Oh, please stop getting stuck on everything. I will re-chat in one moment. Oh, I used up the energy. If I was a little bit faster, I think I could have gotten one more. Oh. Excuse me. Well, I guess I could just pause. Oh, actually, I'm not even in danger of anything. It's an open world and you can do magic and go to the different schools. That does sound cool. Always be into Harry Potter. Oh, that's a Funko Pop. Hate Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. It definitely feels like a series that a lot of people love and can really get into. It's just not really one that I've ever really been as interested in. Wait for sale or at least reviews. Yeah, that definitely seems best, especially when it comes to uh what is it? Open world games. They have a bad habit of being very, very, very buggy. Ooh. Yeah, I hope it's really good. I don't know too much about the previous Harry Potter games, but it's good that it sounds like it's shaping up better. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. A month from now, huh? 2 months from now, or I guess less than 2 months from now, new Trails game releases. So I'm very excited for that. I need 15 wood. But yeah, the Xanadu series. I'm not as informed on the Xanadu series as I'd like to be. So I'm not as certain about certain things. Excuse me. Sorry. But I know there was the original Xanadu, and then they made like an expansion or like a scenario 2 for it. I don't think it was like a sequel game. I think it was like just like an expansion. Um, it was just Xanadu Scenario 2, I think it was called. I don't remember when that one released. I assume 1 year after the original. And then they made remakes of it down the line called Revival Xanadu. But again, don't know too much about it. I have already made too many mistakes. I'm not paying attention. That's the problem. I forgot to get the energy on day 2. February 10th. Nah, it's okay. I think it's cool when people are like passionate about a series and the things they enjoy. I mean, everyone knows I will never stop talking about Falcom. Outside of Fire Emblem tomorrow, still don't know if you're gonna get. The next game I'm excited for is probably Resident Evil 4 remake. Yeah, I think that's the next like major game coming out soon, outside of Trails of Azure. But you have like a couple more games to Trails games to go before that one. Nah, you're not bugging. I'd much rather have somebody, talking about something they enjoy than just having like no conversation or anything at all. Like even if I'm not super into a game, I still think it's cool to see other people into cool games. or franchises, since it's obviously more than just a game. Okay, I need to try and get through this fast, because I lose energy over time. It's the issue. But I have a pause button. I can pause to read the chat. Ooh, Benone will be getting the Fire Emblem as well, it seems. Or was that Resident Evil 4 remake? Possibly both. Definitely be excited for Asher if you were caught up. Well, hey, on the bright side, when there's games that you haven't played yet that you know you're gonna love, that's still something to be excited about. You know, Sky the Third. You know, I think that's a great game. It's one of my favorites, so that's something you could be excited for. That's coming up next after the second chapter. Well, you know, after a bit of time. Hey, you can be excited for every Trails game coming up now. Every Trails game you have next, because you pretty much can play through like the first 10 games without like any interruption at this point. Like there's not really any forced waiting time outside of like you know, your own scheduling and stuff. Because even if you were to like jump right on Sky the Third and Trails from Zero, I still don't think I can go fast enough to get everything I wanted, but that's okay. You still probably won't finish it before Azure comes out. And then after Azure comes out, you'll have 4 Cold Steel games before Reverie. So even if you like marathon the series, you'd probably still have like no wait time between the games. Or like barely any. Which is definitely really nice. And by the time you finish Reverie, Kuro might be out. I suspect Kuro will follow like 6 months, maybe a year. 6 months to a year after Reverie is when I expect Kuro 1. And Kuro 2 I expect 1 year after Kuro. Sorry, Kuro 2 I expect 1 year after Kuro 1. But it could be even less time than that. I am out of energy, and thus have no need to pause. Did you get excited for Kuro 1? Yeah, probably not. My estimations for like time seem to like not be really great. I used to think they were for like Trails games and stuff, but now I'm not as sure. I think the bottleneck I'm gonna have here is the food. Once I get the sword, I get infinite wood. And I think there's a lake down here that I'm assuming is infinite, but even if it's not, I only need like 20 water to be fine. So the wood and the water are basically free for getting to day 20. That won't be hard at all. The food is what I gotta worry about. So even with the meat trees, and then that only gets me to about 40. I think that only gets me to around 40 food. And I need around 80. So getting the fancy gun might be like really helpful. Definitely play at a slower pace. I think you make pretty good progress through the games. It's just that you're also doing like as much of the side content as possible. And you're doing a lot of like battles as you play through as well. Yeah, comparatively, I feel like second chapter is still like probably one of the shorter entries. Like my first playthrough of second chapter was like somewhere close to like 60 hours or so. Well, I think my first playthrough was 50, but I did like no side quests. I mostly just played for the story. But like my first playthrough of like Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2 was like 100 hours each. And Cold Steel 3 and 4 were even longer, although I don't remember the exact time. And Zero and Azure is supposed to be like around somewhere around or like between second chapter and like Cold Steel 1 and 2 in length. The mask. Now I can nap. You're going to lurk while you start start a workout? Thank you so much for lurking. Good luck. And I hope you have a good day. I hope even if it's a bit boring, I hope you're able to like be able to relax and rest up. And yeah, I just hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And thank you for dropping by. Alright, let's snap. Alright, what to do, what to do. We need wood. 100% need wood. Need to get to 16 wood. Will I make it? I think it's gonna be close. Oh. I think we get it. Just barely. Just barely we get it. Alrighty, so now we get more trees. We get a better axe. We have the water to water the last tree, or the last water needed to upgrade the second tree. We're gonna need the better axe. Instead of taking 3 energy per tree, it will now take 2 energy per tree. And I need 30 energy to build across there, which is for the last plant. Unable to math, brain broken. Ten energy per tree, each of these 2. Excuse me. I don't think I can get enough in one go. So what I'm doing now is basically just trying to get the sword again, because then I get infinite wood, and I get a lot of meat too. What I'm gonna do is collect all the resources I need to make it to day 20, and then I'm just gonna sleep in the bed over and over again until I get all the way to day 20. So I can go from like day 6 or 7 all the way to day 20 in like one swoop. That's the goal anyway. Yeah, I'm so excited for this year. Azure, Reverie, Nayuta, and the anime. And I'm excited for all of them. And I just played Zero a few months ago for the first time. And that game was great. It was even a bit better than I was expecting it to be, too. And I already had high expectations. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites in the series, but it's very good. Yeah, just for Trails alone. This is probably the best year for Trails we'll probably ever have. Like, just ever. Because there's 2 mainline new entries in 1 year, which is already huge. Plus an anime, plus the spin-off. It's like, I can't imagine... Like, I don't think in Japan they've ever had, like, that many games. And I can't really imagine there ever being that many. Like, maybe if the series gets, like, a full adaptation the same year that, like, the finale of Trails happens. Like, here's what might be able to top it, right? It's 2032 or something, right? The final Trails game is coming out. And at the same time, they announced an anime adaptation of the entire series. And Trails in the Sky starts its adaptation that same year. And at the same time, Reen joins Smash Bros. Then, maybe. Like, if all that happened at once, then maybe we'd have a bigger year. Coming up on 2.5 hours. This is taking me longer than I thought it would. But that's okay. It is what it is. I'm there with Final Fantasy right now. 2 AAA Final Fantasy games, the rhythm game, a bunch of Great 14 content, and rumors of the FF Tactics remaster and Final Fantasy 9 remake. Exactly. Was the Final Fantasy 7 remake part 2 this year? Because I think it was like this winter, right? They said, which could be next year, right? Like, did they say this winter, this year? Like, so it's for sure coming December? Or did they just say this winter? Because technically winter also goes to, like, February and January. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because it's pretty much... It's close enough that it doesn't really matter, but... Winter, yeah, so it could be January or February. On the bright side, we did also get the Crisis Core remaster. So it's pretty much in a year. Like, I would still count it. Crisis Core remaster was December. Zero have hope. Yeah, could be. Out of all those you mentioned, I would say the ones I'm most excited for is the Final Fantasy IX remake. Just because it could be similar to the original, like it could be a faithful remake. For whatever reason, I have it in my head that it's just going to be like a really cartoony version of it. Like, for whatever reason in my head, that's what I'm picturing. Like when I think of like the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake, where they like change the art style completely. And since they're making like the cartoon as well, that's just where my mind goes. Yeah, the animated series might be this year. I am excited for Final Fantasy 16. It's just that I don't really care for action games too much. And then that particular style of that particular style of fantasy. I don't know if I love too much. But that's mostly like a preference thing. Not like... It's not like a criticism or anything. Was there an axe up here already? I think there was. But I am excited for it because I loved Final Fantasy 15, despite like some of the issues it had. So clearly there could be an action-based Final Fantasy that I enjoy. I just get the feeling it's kind of moving away from my preferences a little bit. Like Final Fantasy 14's like style, fantasy style, is like not a kind that I prefer. But again, that's not like a criticism of, I don't mean to like criticize Final Fantasy 14 for it. It's just a taste thing for me. Okay, so next day will be day 4. I'll get the rest of the wood, go across there, water the tree, then I think I get the sword. 1 second. Already? Off. Sorry about that. For me, it's the perfect storm. We got the Final Fantasy 14 story team with the Devil May Cry combat people working on it. Favorite game story with favorite game combat. Yeah, I think there's a very good chance the game will be incredible. Like it'll be like a really great game. It's hard for me to really get excited for it, because with Square Enix and like with Final Fantasy now, everything is just so inconsistent, and I just don't really trust Square Enix. Like, for all we know, Square Enix could give like a really short time for them to work on the game or something. Like not give them enough time, might force them to do certain things. Because like with Final Fantasy 15, you look at some of the issues that game had, and that's just because Square Enix just didn't give enough time to the developers, like the team that was working on it. Because I still remember Hajime Tabata being like, I wish we had more time to work on the game because they had so much stuff they wanted to add. And then after he left, all the DLC got canceled on the anniversary of the game when everyone was excited. Like, I don't know. I don't trust Square Enix at all. Unless they're saying, like, the Final Fantasy 14 director has, like, total control. Like, I think he does over 14. Because, like, could you imagine if Square Enix were the ones, like, calling all the shots with Final Fantasy 14? There would be NFTs. I am certain of this. Well, I mean, I don't know. You know. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it was, right? The, Yoshi P, I don't remember his full name. He was, like, he was given, like, full control, or so very nearly full control of 14. And then he was able to turn it all around. But yeah, the management at Square Enix is what I don't really trust. Sorry, I'll read what you're saying. 16, I have faith. Yeah, 16, I think it's totally fine to have faith in 16. Same guy working on it. A lot of the same people working on it. Really? Development started that early? I didn't know that. Holds a lot of weight over there. Real chance company would have gone under if not for bringing back 14. I think Square Enix probably still would have been around. Maybe they would have just merged with another company. But yeah, it probably would have been really, really bad for them. And then with how successful 14 has been for them on top of that. Yeah, I think 16 will be a great game. But I just don't like the current management style of Square Enix and the way they're making the games. And then that on top of just it not aligning with my personal preferences kind of keeps me from being excited. But I do think there's a very good chance it'll be a really great game. I just wish they were more consistent. Like when it comes to new Final Fantasy games, I can't be excited for them because I have no idea what to expect from it. They're so inconsistent, and I feel like the only reason we have excitement and know what to expect for 16 is just because you know the developers working on it, like the 14 or Devil May Cry developers. You know, it's not because it's a new Final Fantasy from Square Enix, it's because it's the Final Fantasy 14 and Devil May Cry people working on it, you know? It's like, that's why we're excited, you know? The Square Enix themselves, I don't have much faith in, but yeah, the teams are working on it. And I'm assuming he wouldn't be, that's the other thing, I'm assuming he wouldn't be involved if he didn't have a decent amount of control over it. Yeah, I probably should. I think I've seen like a bunch of them. Like I haven't played 14, but I have seen videos on it. Like how he was like, you know, give me like a year or like give me like a few months, and like let's see what we can accomplish. And then if you want to leave, you can, or something like that. I don't really remember the exact details. Yeah. There is a free trial for 14, so I probably will try it out. But the main reason I haven't really tried 14 is just because it's an MMO. And I don't like the pay monthly to play format. Because I feel like it's obscenely expensive compared to just like buying a game. But I definitely will try it out at some point because of the free trial. And I guess you could always like just play, like you buy the expansion, you play all the new content, and then you just don't redeem after that. You just call it there. So it keeps it from being too pricey. It's definitely something I want to try, but I've like never played MMOs. Like I don't know if you can like use a controller with it or anything like that. Oh, I missed. There we go. Out of energy. Yeah, I remember that. He definitely is based. Yeah, he definitely seems like a great creator. And a great, you know, director, producer, all that stuff. He's definitely he's the type of person you want making games. He's the type of person you want in charge, the guy who knows what he's doing, the guy who knows how to manage everything, and just make a great game. Ooh, full support. That does make me more excited for it. That definitely makes me more excited for it. But yeah, I feel like there's been a loss of people like him in game development. I feel like a lot of game developers, or I guess when it comes to AAA game development, I guess I should say, I feel like there's been a loss of developers who like just want to make great games, but who also know how to manage the business aspect of it and like know how to do both. I feel like when a lot of companies go AAA, like I guess Square Enix in particular, I should just be talking about. I feel like they almost just like forgot how to make games, or like were just unable to handle making large-scale games. In some ways. It takes some getting used to, but once you get it, it'll feel natural. Yeah, I feel like it'll definitely take getting used to, just because I've never even played an MMO, so I'm kind of just expecting to have to get used to it just from the get-go. Cool, this is like someone telling you they'll play Trails for me. Oh, I get it. The only problem is I don't think... So I just took unnecessary damage. I don't think I'd be able to stream it. I don't think I'd be able to. That's the part that makes me sad, because I also haven't spoiled on some stuff about the story. I feel like I've been spoiled on almost every story-driven game ever at this point. Not greatly, just like some. But like I know stuff about Persona, I know Persona 5, I know stuff about Dragon Quest 11, I know stuff about Nier Automata. I was spoiled on like there was like a twist for something in Persona 5. One of the like there was like a plot thing, and I had already been spoiled on it. And then I was reading through like a Trails forum. I think I was on like the Falcom Discord, I think it was, and someone just casually mentioned like an unmarked Persona 5 reference that spoils more stuff about it that I didn't know already. And I was like, gosh dang it. Like it's gotten to the point where it's like I almost don't care anymore about getting spoiled on things because I've been spoiled on so much. As long as you could play it, yeah, it's about the experience. That's what I'm looking forward to. And all the stuff that I don't know about it, you know? Like there's a ton of stuff I don't know. I'm cutting all the trees, building all the bridges, and I'm doing all of it now. I'm getting all the meat trees. Well, I guess I don't need to go that overboard. Yeah, that kind of thing sucks. It does. But on the bright side, there's a lot of stuff about Persona 5 I don't know, and that I'm not spoiled on. So I could look forward to that at least. I need to stop going between these things. I'm gonna get stuck. Some of it is my own fault. Like I'll listen to the soundtrack for some games, and the cover art or the video playing will have like spoilery images, or there's stuff in the comments. But I usually don't mind that too much, because I'm already, like, I know the risk of that. But I feel like I can avoid most spoilers, even despite that. It's when I run into random unmarked spoilers that I'm like, come on. You could have just marked them. For Final Fantasy XIV in particular, there's still so much that you don't know. To do just the main story stuff, it's like 500 hours long. Yeah, I'm excited for that, and then I'm actually excited, even though it's an action game, I'm excited for the combat, like the super bosses or whatever they are, because it looks pattern based, so it reminds me of like Ys. Oh, dude, I don't think you've seen it. I need to show you the boss in this game. uh, you know, I'll probably do it once I make it to like day 20. It's so funny. Or I guess you could see it in like the VOD. Not the red guy, the guy who's like in a mansion up there. It's so funny. Cold Steel, the MMO Raider. There's a lot of overlap between Trails fans and Final Fantasy XIV fans, from what I've seen. There's a lot of Trails names, usernames in there. Next day, the big red guy spawns. I'm pretty sure that's the Minecraft pickup noise. Item pickup noise, by the way. It definitely sounds like it is. Picking up my wood blocks. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to as well. Alright, there's the fancy gun. Grab that in a bit. Excuse me. I have more than enough wood already, which is great news. 100% is a Minecraft sound. I need a furnace to cook the food. I guess I am playing through a somewhat lengthy, longer game now as well with Higurashi. Even though technically the episodes or chapters are like short. I'm not very far in it. I haven't been playing it much. Keep an eye out for next week, because Tuesday the new Ultimate comes out, which is the highest of high-end content. Only 1 or 2 per expansion. There'll be lots of streams of that if you want to check it out. I think I'll probably try to avoid it, because I've seen a bunch of 14 content, even though I haven't played it myself. So if it's something I know I want to play, I probably want to avoid at least some. But I'm also not opposed to watching it. It's just something I'm not probably going to go out of my way to watch. The last one took over a week for the first time team to clear. That sounds fun. I love stuff like that. This is so slow. I know. 3 hours. Ugh. It's okay. We're gonna make it. I need to go down here to get the bucket. The bucket of destiny. Rather die before doing it though. Miserable by the end. That sounds like a channel point redeem. That sounds like something that you'd make a channel redeem for. Might do it at some point, but not 18 hours a day for over a week like those guys. Yeah, no, that sounds like really forcing yourself rather than doing it like as a fun challenge to overcome. Well, then again, you know, maybe it was just an exhausting challenge that they're satisfied with. Hard to say. Don't worry, my next redeem could be the East One Nightmare. It could be. It probably won't be, but do you ever like look at your follow channels and go, "Huh, I want to raid that person when I'm done streaming," and then you're like, "I'm probably, they're probably gonna be finished streaming by the time you're done." Because I was just looking at it, I see someone streaming and I'm like, "Oh, they started up a stream while I was. When I'm done, I should raid them." And now I'm like, the stream's kind of long. Okay, do I do the food first or the bucket? This is gonna be really, really sad if the big lake down here isn't infinite and it does run out. But the golden bucket holds 4. I feel like I'll be fine. Okay, how much do I need? Let's rest here. Let's build the bridge first. What's it? Sorry, needed to cough. Big lake should be over there. Now I rest, golden bucket, get as much as I can. That's what I should do. This is a good checkpoint. I think I'm good on wood for the rest of the game. The meat, though, is going to be the issue. I am enjoying it. I'm glad that I got the mod because it makes it easier to read, even if I don't change like the sprites or anything. The actual UI is much better. Because like I don't know how it was for you, but the original UI and the way it reads is a little difficult to follow. Like you can't tell like who's talking sometimes. So that was the main reason I wanted to put the mod on. But now that I've added it, it's a lot more convenient to actually play and read. Because again, I was having trouble like just following along with reading the dialogue. If this lake dries up. Yeah, I haven't played it much since last time. Like, I don't think I've progressed more than like a few minutes past when I told you last. Like the junkyard. Just cause, I don't know, I haven't felt like putting the time into that yet. You know what I just realized? What if the wells fill up? What if I can't get to 20? Yeah, I love that they didn't like try to cut anything or anything. Like they made it as definitive as they possibly could, so that it is the closest thing to a definitive version they possibly could make. Like they give you the options to have the different art styles too. They don't just like force you to use one and they're like, we think this is the best, so this is the one you're gonna use. But it had 2 years since I last played. Yeah, and I'm still early and like I think I'm early. I've definitely been going really slowly. Because I think I've put in like 4 to 6 hours, and I don't think I'm like I. Oh, uh-oh, day 5. I forgot. You exist. Hi. Um, I do kind of the thing that you did, where it's like you check to see how many videos someone did of it, and like most people get to where I am in like 2 hours, and I have like 6 hours of playtime, or 4 hours. I think a lot of it is probably messing around with settings, like checking the way the game looks. Am I using the VA? No. I'm not using the voice acting. Uh, Primarily because when it comes to such like a text-heavy game, I like to like give the characters the voices in my head when I like read them. Like I try to read them in the characters' voices. And then seeing like the different art styles in the voice acting, when it's done by like third parties and not done by like the original creator, sometimes I feel like it doesn't fit. Like I'll read a line and the line and like the facial expressions will be like serious, and then the way that the voice actor reads out the line is like really comical, I guess. I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but sometimes I feel like it's the way the voice actor will voice out the dialogue is not the way that I would read the dialogue at all, and it feels like really inconsistent for me. But that's just like a me thing. I played through Zero and Azure with the voice dialogue, and I was having that issue sometimes where it's like I feel like I have to wait for the character to finish voicing the line for me to read the line. I would have played Zero and Azure with no Japanese voice acting, so that I could play it like I did Trails in the Sky. But I came across this really, it's such a silly thing for me to take issue with, like really, but I had this issue where, you know how like you're reading the dialogue and there are beeps with the dialogue and beeps with the text box. For the voice lines, there are no beeps. So if you turn the voice acting off, it's just a really silent text box, and it really threw me off. I am ridiculously picky. And I wish I could explain how. Yeah, I don't know. It was hard for me to like get into it. Yeah, no, I know it's not a fan dub. It's official. It's just I don't know, cause like I don't know, when I look at the other art styles, right? A lot of times, if I look at the original art style and I look at the expressions that they're having the character, huh? You just wanted to make sure that you knew as well. No, yeah. No, I get what you mean. It's just when I was looking at the original facial expressions, and then I look at, cause like the ones that were from like official doesn't necessarily mean made by the same creator or developer, cause I believe one of the art styles was made by what were they called? Manga Gamer, I think. Like the publisher on Steam, I think they made their own Steam sprites. I think. And like those weren't made by the original developer, I don't think. I could be mistaken. Um, but one thing I've noticed though is that just sometimes the expressions would be completely different. Like you'd have like a character like smiling when they definitely weren't making that expression in the original. And I don't know how to describe it. It's just I want to try to have the closest to the original written story experience. It's like with Trails in the Sky. Um, Shari Annie and Kadokawa, I don't know if I'm saying their names correctly. Those companies were involved with the making of those third-party versions, and they definitely did like their own style to it that wasn't always consistent with the original. The OG, the Steam release, and the PSD version, yeah. The console version, I think that's called. Yeah, no, the original art style definitely isn't the most amazing looking thing ever. Um, and to be honest, I might even like switch over to the console version, like dabble back and forth. But yeah, the thing is that I'm just uncertain um, when it comes to, I guess, the story intention. Like, I don't know if they're third party, even though they're official. They're made by like somebody else's creative input that might like conflict with the original intention. Again, that might not be the case at all, but when things are like made by third parties kind of independently, you tend to get that more often. So I don't know if that's something that was like overseen by the original creator. So that's kind of why I've been erring on the side of the original. And it's kind of the same with the voice acting. Like, I'll read out the lines, and the way the characters will read out the lines are so different. Like, with a totally different tone sometimes. You're curious as well? To Google you go! Yeah, I'm not saying the voice acting's bad or anything. It was just for some reason it just felt hard for me to get into for some reason. Wow, is this guy just hovering over me? He is, he's just hovering there. Please go away. Okay, he's gone. I need more food. But of course, the voice acting and like the newer art styles could all have been overseen by the original developer and creator. You know, maybe he wanted to do different expressions or something. But I'm unsure myself, so. But like, if a character's in the original art style is like making a serious expression and they're like saying something serious or like talking about something serious, and then I see the other art style and they're just like look like they're laughing as they're saying it, and like smiling and laughing and being really cheerful about it. It's like it kind of makes me wonder if that's really the tone it's supposed to have, you know? But I don't know. It could just be me being picky. And it's not like it's bad, or like... It's just that if they're giving me the choice, you know, it's like... I'd rather just have it be as close to the original. It's just whenever you get third parties involved, there's always the room for like something unintentional being added or a mistake being there. So if I have the choice, I'd rather just err on the side of caution. And it's not like I don't enjoy the original art style, because I do actually kind of like it. Or like not enjoy reading the dialogue without voice acting. Because I do enjoy that too. Yeah, they made the mod so you could do it whatever way you want. That's why it's so good. Like, they really do just give you so many options, which is what I love. Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying that, like, it's worse, the newer ones or anything, or that having the the voice acting is, like, is unintentional. It could be completely faithful or even more faithful to the original intent. And it probably is just objectively better to have the voice acting and to have the more modern art. I'm just saying that I am perfectly fine with it the original way. And since I don't know if anything has changed, I kind of just go with that. Because I think with, what was it? Some stuff was apparently censored as well. I think with, like, the voice acting. I think they give you, like, what's it called? Like a bar for how much voice acting you want. And, like, if you have it to the whole game being voiced, it ends up cutting or changing some lines. Or something like that. Yeah, I think there were, like, console arcs, right? Like, mystery side stories and stuff. Yeah, that's what it was. It keeps it in, but without the voice acting. But that's also a slider. You could set it so that, for the full voice acting experience, also doesn't have the scenes. I don't know what was censored. I just know that they mention it in the settings. But yeah, there's no particular reason why I haven't been playing Higurashi as much. I guess I just haven't been in the mood and don't want to, like, force myself. But I definitely am happy that I got the mod because it makes actually reading the text way better, for sure. I think I'm still trying to, like, debate between Startup Trails in the Sky and then also maybe even replay Tokyo Xanadu, because I haven't replayed it in years. And if I replay it, I'll definitely be able to help more during your stream. So I guess I've just been, like, bouncing back and forth between what I want to play in my spare time. It's been way too long since I played Tokyo Xanadu, because I love that game. And now that I've played, like, the Zwei games and Guruman and Xanadu next, I'm really excited to, like, catch all the things that I didn't notice before. Like all the little references or the gameplay improvements they've made. Because, like, if you look at, like, the weapon that Zwei 2's main character uses, and then you look at Tokyo Xanadu's main character weapon, you'll notice some similarities. And then there's that dungeon running mechanic I've mentioned a few times. Ah. Fata Morgana? Or is it Theta? I don't know how to pronounce it. Morgana, I'm pretty sure I could pronounce though. The first one, Fata Morgana. Yeah, I'm totally down to play it. It's just that the console version never goes on sale, so it's always $40. And I just don't know if I want to put that much money into it. The Steam version on sale, I can get it for like half that price. It is missing some of the updated art, and it's missing like the bonus content. So that's the downside though. So I have to like decide what I want to do. Because again, I don't know if I'm going to like the game even. I think I probably will. I must stop you. No, no, it's okay. It's okay. Realistically, the only way I would get it now is if it was on sale. But even if I did, I wouldn't play it right now because of my backlog. Like again, I'm not expecting to play any long games until next year, or at least until I'm done with Trails. I mean, I could finish my whole Trails playthrough this year. Because I know I want to play through the Yakuza series and Utarare Ramono, and then if there's any one-off games like Fata Morgana, Dragon Quest XI. Console version is so much better. Yeah, I probably should. I'll probably like it. But if I continue to wait, it may eventually go on sale. Or they'll add the extra content to the PC version. Or they'll do a re-release with even more extra content. I'll let you know if it ever goes on sale. Thank you. I've been keeping an eye on it too, but there are like there's like PS prices and PS deals, like websites that like track sales. The game, it has literally never gone on sale, ever. I mean, maybe the physical version, like maybe I don't know if there was ever a physical version, but like maybe someone will put up a physical special edition or like a physical version and it'll be cheaper. Like, you never know, but I'll probably get it for the $40 once I clear out my backlog. Like, that way I can like justify it. Because like, spending $40 for a game I might not play for like 5 years is not something I can really justify to myself right now. Like, I haven't even gotten the Final Fantasy VII remake or the Resident Evil 3 remake yet, and those are like $20 or less at this point. The sad thing about the Final Fantasy VII remake is I won't be able to continue it. It'll be on PS5 or it'll be on PC that I can't run. There's unlimited runs. One off, he says, as if all the Fata Morgana together is now like 100 hours. Yeah, but compare that to like playing through the Utarare Ramono or the Nier or like the Yakuza series. Like, that's probably several hundred hours, you know? But yeah, you're right. Especially when you consider like the sequel, prequel, side story stuff. But then I also want to play through like the science adventure series. It's just a whole thing. Right now, though, because I'm probably buying all the Trails games full priced this year, like day one, and then Sins of a Soul Empire 2 might as well. And then I'm probably not gonna play any other games this year except like maybe Higurashi. Like I would have done AI Somnium Files if I could have streamed it, because it went on sale for $8. But even then, it's like, even at $8, I didn't get it just because I'm holding off on making my backlog bigger until after I'm done with Trails. Because I just can't like justify it yet. Like I can't just keep adding more games to the backlog without playing them. And I know I can get through the backlog because I did it for East and the remaining Falcom games, the Zavai, Xanadu, Guruman. So I was able to do it. So that's going to be my goal after I'm done with Trails. I'm going to go through my RPG, visual novel, story-heavy backlog. And once I'm like really into that, that's when I'll start, like once I finish Yakuza and Utarari Ramono, I can start looking into other things. I could get Persona 3 and 4 and then do that with 5, or I could do 5 first. Nier 1 is still pretty expensive, I think. But now I want to get that before playing Nier 2. So it just depends, really. But for now, probably Trails, maybe Tokyo Xanadu, and maybe Higurashi. That's what I have for now. I think I have enough. I think I have enough to do this. I'm gonna try to get the key with this guy. Hello. If I could bring him without him killing me. I'll pause. Oh, does he keep moving when I pause? I've been hurt. I've been hurt again. I need to get him to melt some ice, and then I'll worry about everything else afterwards. I'm gonna die. I lose resources if I die. I don't know how much. If it's half my resources, I'm gonna cry. So I'm just gonna go rest. But I have become very bad at dodging, it seems. I will be chatting, and I should kill this guy to get him to go away. Okay, now I can retreat safely. Excuse me. The backlog is forever on the Trails grind with you. Just checking in. It's going pretty good. I think I have all the resources I need to make it to day 20 and finally get the last achievement. So I think I'm finally just there. I'm on day 6, but I use up 5 wood, 4 meat, and 2 water every day that I rest. And also that fire guy gets stronger every 5 days. So I wanted to collect all the resources so that I could just nap the whole way until I get to day 20. So like here. So I want to say I have enough to make it. But yeah, welcome back. If Ultima's still streaming, I'll raid him once I'm finished here. Do I have enough to make it? If I don't have enough, Okay, how many more? I need at least 15. Okay, so 15 is me being safe on the safe side, right? 15. 15 times 2. I just realized that's 30. I need more water. Thank goodness. 15 times 4, 60. 15 times 5, 75. Thank goodness I noticed the water. Oh, jeez. That would have been awful. Yeah, I just about had the resources then. Yeah, Xanadu next. Man, I enjoyed that game so much more than I was thinking I would. The gameplay is so fun. I didn't really delve into the like lore and backstory as much as I wanted to. Like I found all like the tablets and stuff, scrolls, but I didn't really talk to NPCs or get into it much because I was streaming it. Dude, that pond is gone. So I'll have to see. Like I'll replay it eventually while I talk to every NPC, and I'll finish like the optional dungeon or whatever there was. There's definitely some stuff I didn't do. I guess I'll probably try to get all the achievements as well. So I'll probably make a return to it and do everything in it. But just from what I played, the game is great. I love the progression system. There's so much to it, and it all matters. I feel like. A little bit more. Oh, yeah, the golden bucket, the golden gun, and the golden axe are all like upgraded versions of it. Instead of me getting 2 water every time with the normal bucket, I now get 4 each time, which is good. Okay, I really want to say I have the resources now, but if I'm wrong, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna weep. Because day 20, that guy's gonna be like ridiculously powerful, I feel like. The fire guy, because he gets stronger every 5 days. So day 10, he starts shooting 2 fireballs, and I will never be able to dodge him again after that. I don't actually know if anything happens once you get to day 20. I just know there's an achievement for it. Like, I don't know if you, like, get to day 20 and you get, like, a special ending. I'm just hoping I didn't do basic math wrong. But thank you. If this gets me the achievement, if I make it, I get the achievement and that's all there is, then I can end the stream knowing I 100%ed the game. Right? I need to double check. 13 out of 14 achievements. Okay, this is all I gotta do left, I think. I hope. I pray. Watch it start charging more resources the later it goes. 2, -4. Oh, it's a brand new day. Bedtime. Do I have to like use up all my energy or something? Oh no, say it ain't so. Maybe I could just use up a little. Where's my bucket? Where's my bucket? I'll just get more water from the infinite water source. Or I could just swing at this guy a little. That's probably good enough. Oh no! Oh no! Got her bedtime. I think I might actually need to get rid of all my energy to be able to sleep. Oh wait, that didn't use up any energy. Never mind. Okay, now I'm at 170. Let me sleep. Yes, okay, thank goodness. Oh man, if I had to use up all my energy, that would have been sad. Oh, but you know what that means? I have to actually leave the house and do something. That guy's gonna destroy me. I'm doing things, drain my energy. Okay, it was 5. Day 10. He is now more powerful. At least I get tired over time. What if he starts one-shotting me on day 15? I cannot risk it. I just have to get to day 20. Extra wood. Oh, he's here. Flying over my house. Please don't still be there. He's still there. Did the wood stay at least? Yes. No, don't kill me. This guy scares me. He's just gonna destroy me. Day 13. There's another tree up here. Back to bed. There's some water nearby. I think we're gonna make it. Excuse me. Get to do bed. You are not sleeping in your bed. Day 15. It's probably much stronger now. I don't think I've ever been to day 15. Oh, I dropped my bucket. Terrified. I'm terrified he's just gonna come out of nowhere, be lightning fast, and just one-shot me. Oh, I'm already at 170, just from walking, I think. Day 16. Actually, no, it was from draining the water. I forgot that's what uses up the energy. Filling the bucket. Oh no, he's here. Don't kill me. He shoots 3. He's gonna hit me. Ugh. Yeah, at this point, I might as well just fill this up. I was expecting him to shoot 3. I wasn't expecting to be able to dodge it. Like, once I started running from him, once he had 2 the other day, I was getting hit, like, every time. That wasn't what I wanted. I made a big mistake. Day 17, huh? Ooh, getting closer. 18. I feel like I'm hearing him just off screen. And it's terrifying me. I have been preparing my whole life for this. Day 19. Please go away. Oh! Run. Run, run. Run, run, run. He shot so many. I survived another day. Achievement unlocked. I think I did it. Oh, I had a golden bed. I wonder what he's like now. On day 20. He was shooting like multiple fireballs on day 19. Okay, let's see how tough he is. Okay, he's doing this now. I can dodge nothing. He's probably great at burning down the forest now. There should be an achievement for beating him on day 20 at this point. But alright, I think I did it all. I have 100%ed the game. I have beaten it on its hardest difficulty. I have done it. Game completed. I like this game. It is fun. Short, but fun. Gotta stretch. Alrighty. Thank you for the congratulations. Let me check to see if he is still streaming. Don't know if I'll be able to stay for super long, but I will at least stay for a bit and make sure to lurk. He is still streaming. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Let me type this in. There we are. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for dropping by and for being here. Definitely made it a lot of fun being able to have people to talk to. And thank you for dropping by. And I do think I will have a good day. I hope you guys all have a great day as well. Or night. Yeah, this was a fun game. I'm glad I played it. It was short. It was a nice in-between. Something different to do. I've done just about everything now in this game, so I probably won't stream it again, at least not anytime soon. Yeah, you as well. Thank you all once again for dropping by and for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day or night. Ooh, Ooh, a raid message. You know, I never came up with one. You know what? There we go. That can be our raid message. Anyway, thank you all again, and take care. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your day and night. Have a good one. Bye.